Hello, hello, no, hello, YouTube. I'm back again with another live video, and I don't know who is in tune with the previous videos I did reading this book, but to be honest, I feel like it's sad how this world is. I mean, yeah, you have every right in a way. If you do the crime, you gotta do the time. You're gonna be criticized for it. But even at the end of the day, that's like back then a lot of people probably didn't get the full truth when they're just so quick to judge. You was a prostitute, you was a stripper, you had a pimp, you was shooting all these men, you knew what you was doing. A lot of people could say that. But as for me, I'm a type of person where I want to get the full story. I wanted to try to figure out what made these people commit these crimes and stuff like that. And um the crazy thing about it is I felt this way because I watch a lot of crime stories. I watch crime stories, I'll be watching funerals, I'll be watching all types of stuff. And it was this story about this woman. This was a while back, and I'm pretty sure I spoke on it on my YouTube channel. But it was this woman named Wanda Jean Allen. And she was executed because she killed two of her lesbian lovers. And they did a documentary sharing her prison story and her family talking and the victim's family talking up until her execution, and then they also showed the funeral. And just watching the story, I felt bad. I did. I mean, yeah, I felt bad for the two women that was killed, but then again, I also felt bad for how Wanda was treated, or how I thought she was being treated. Ooh, excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Oh my god. Oh. But yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I felt bad for how I felt she's being treated. No, I mean, yeah, she is a two-time murderer. The first time she murdered somebody, she got a pass or whatever, and then she found another female lover and murdered her too. And of course, it's a lot of families out there that's going to have an angry reaction. You killed mine, so you deserve to pass away. It's not that calm. I mean, it's not that. How can I put this? It's not that much families, or it's not that many families who will sit here and just quickly forgive a person knowing that you killed one of their family members. Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people seen it happen. You didn't seen in the court the victim's family hugging the killer and praying for the killer. There's a lot of families that like they don't want the killer executed or they don't want nothing to happen to the killer. I mean, yeah, you already in jail, so you face punishment. But in this case, it seemed like you had some people that didn't want Wanda Jean to be executed, and then you had some that did. But Felicia Blakely's story is a whole lot different because she was working for a pimp. Um, all this evidence is coming out how he had her doing stuff. He had other women doing stuff. He transmitted AIDS to all these other women. And the list goes on and on. And I'm like, yeah, she's in jail because she killed several men or whatever. But why was this pimp? If y'all know what y'all know, y'all feel like y'all know what y'all know. Why is this pimp still able to contact her? Why is he still able to send her letters? Why was he still able to do a lot of stuff that he was doing, even with her being in jail? And I'm pretty sure y'all knew that he was the cause of a lot of stuff that went down. I don't know. Um, so speaking on Felicia Blakely, I mean, I've seen the episode of For My Man when it first came out. So of course I kind of knew who she was when it came time that they wanted to do a movie about her life or whatever. And I just got so caught up with the story that in between watching the episode from For My Man and then watching the movie come out, I wanted to know who the real Felicia Blakely was. I started seeing if she had social media accounts and stuff, and I found her on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. You know, I'm also found out that they feel like that the Little Mama movie ain't tell the full story. So I heard that this documentary and the real movie is supposed to come out. I don't know when, but I've been doing my research, and there's even people to this day still feel like they know the full story. And actually was this one lady, I guess she's a stripper herself, and she is trying to mix her story up with Felicia's story, talk about the lock necklace and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. To be honest, I feel like I should start reading the first book before I got to read the other books. But as I was reading, I feel like this pimp was something else. He ain't care what he was doing. He's affecting a lot of people's lives. As y'all like, if y'all go back to the old videos that I was reading, he talked about being with this woman and telling Felicia that she's a transgender and she have AIDS. Well, she got HIV or AIDS or whatever, and she doing this and doing that. Then he talked about the other women that he worked with, and he's talking about the way the AIDS is affecting him. Him having to go, I'm be in and out of the doctors because he getting shits and stuff. And then you could tell he's really don't have no care in the world because now he's still trying. I mean, telling her not to call him by his first name or his last name, but call him daddy. And he calling her sunshine and talk about some Miss Barry and keep on talking about he want to marry her. It's just controlling, and it's crazy. It was like he don't know what the hell he want to do. And you got all these people trying to tell you need to change your life around. You need to think better. You need to get your life right with God. But he's still choosing to do what he want to do and think somebody just supposed to feel sorry for him. And it's like you're affecting all these other people's lives. And then write her a letter playing victim as if somebody did something to you. And it's also like, how can she forgive you? She away from her son. She's facing a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Um, she's HIV positive in jail. It's just crazy. So I'm hoping and praying that they get this movie out and they get the real documentary coming. Yeah, everybody could get the book and read the book, but y'all know a lot of people also like watching movies and documentaries. And with that being said, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Little Mama movie is appreciating stuff like that. But they still want to put the real story out and not no Hollywood movie. Oh, you got Little Mama, Lance Gross, and Tammy Roman. They all throw a movie and make their own story out of it. And I was like, there's multiple books sharing the story, but y'all still wanted to make the movie y'all way. You can tell it's not the real story because Falicia Blakely had a son. In the movie, they told us she had a daughter. Then I guess names was changed and all types of situations was changed. I guess to protect people privacy or how I don't know. You don't know how they do in these movies. So anyway, let me find where I put this book at. It's somewhere. Y'all, please excuse me. My nose do be running and I keep sneezing and stuff. Where did I put the book at? It's somewhere. All right, here we go. No, I got the book on. Where my glasses at? Like I said, y'all gotta forgive me. My nose be stuffy every now and then. All right, I guess I'll just wear these glasses until I find my other glasses. But let's get into these letters from her pimp. The Falicia Blakely letters from her pimp by Serenity Hall. Oh my God. All right. Letter five. It's amazing how much you have grown, how beautiful you really are, and the way my sunshine hosts. Let me turn the mic on. And the way my sunshine helps me and makes a nigga sit down and really think. I really appreciate you for being part of my life. The wild thing about the whole situation is when you ask the question about me becoming rich in reference to what I would do, the only thing I could think about was offering it to Shirley for your freedom, allowing you to go to your son and be a good mother. I know you would be. I don't even have the right to ask you to stay with me or be my wife, but you are right. Anybody else would just become an irritation. I also thought about me getting out of here, and that final conclusion was a reality check in itself. I could go to New York, be with money, or go to college, but she wants to get married. This is something that I always said I would only do once and it would be for real. You are the only woman that I can honestly say I truly love Felicia enough to know that even if we were free, it would be wrong for me to try to hold you, and enough to know that I'd rather be here writing you every week than on the streets. If this is as close as I can get to you, every minute me and money talk, she upsets me because I feel like she still doesn't understand, but that's some other shit. Moving on. Yes, I do remember the first song we got high together. I remember a lot of special times we shared, especially from the start. This guy is something else. Y'all gotta get this book if y'all ain't got it. Because I could read it to y'all, but I feel like if y'all, I'm pretty sure some of y'all who may watch this video, like I said earlier, y'all have probably watched the movie or y'all heard of this story before. Whether y'all are fans of the TV show For My Man, or maybe y'all might have been in the same city these situations happened and y'all heard her story on the news. But it's all over the place. I know for sure y'all had to hear her name before, or at least hear a word about the movie. When Love Kills, because it's on Tubi. If anybody watched Tubi, all right. A nigga always remembers many days when it took everything I had in me to restrain myself from keeping you home with me. I always told myself one day we would get to where we wanted to be and you would be home with me, controlling the phones, and not have to leave my side if I followed the rules and regulations of the game, and ended up getting tricked out of the only true love I ever had. I sold my soul for the street dream and with a happy ending, and now a nigga must reap what I sowed. Did you do the tattoo yourself, or do you have someone in here that does them? I don't want to tell you this. I mean, I didn't want to tell you this at first, or I don't remember whether I did or not, but I have your name on my neck with a teardrop at the end. And also, cross my heart now. I would like to place your son's name beside it. If you don't feel like that's disrespectful, I want some pictures of him, at least one, but I do understand if it's not possible. And I do remember what you told me in the letter in Fulton County when you sent me half the Christmas picture. Is it wrong for me to say your son, our son now, or want to be part of it that at all? First of all, I don't even know why you considering marrying her or her wanting to marry you. You over here talk about these dreams you have with you and her, and her and, and her son being in your life and all this other stuff. You put her in a situation where she probably would never be able to be at home with her son again, have a full experience with her son, and so many other things. And now you writing her all these letters that don't mean a thing because she's in jail with full blown AIDS or HIV or whatever it was. And I guess you got it too. And you over here telling her about all these different people and all the other people that got it from you or however they got it. This book is crazy. And he's still talking he wanted a picture of her son. I wouldn't send him nothing. Where do I leave off at? Um all right, something about Christmas picture. Is it all right? This is a subject I've been wanting to ask about for a minute. When we first made plans, they were to get enough money to be stable enough to have a place we could raise our son. Believe me, I remember you told me about how your mother had left you and how you had to grow up, how you didn't want our sons to go through that. I told you about my kids and how I never had a chance to watch one grow up or change a pamper. We said men will always have a mother and father. I'm so sorry for not becoming a man when you needed me to be. Felicia, I could fill the rest of this page with I'm sorry's and on how many levels, but if I'm not asking too much, let me know about when you see him, a picture of him. Let me know if I'm overstepping my boundaries at the present time. And all of this cuts me deep to even think about how can God forgive me when I destroy so much? How can I even have the nuts to ask you for forgiveness when I've taken so much? Every time I try to even think about a positive future, the reality of the past makes my stomach turn. With my eyes full of tears, and it's leather. If and when I do get out, I have to see you look in your eyes, touch your hand, and ask you some real shit. Only when I do feel as though my life will be worth living, only then I will know what the next step in life will be. There can be no happiness in my world without you. Sunshine, I hope you understand. You said to express myself. You asked, what do I want you to be? My everything, my reminder of what I was. My conscience. So I will never be that again. My wife, so that I have something positive. Ugh. What do you say? My wife, so I have something positive in my life to strive for one day at a time. Every week I can maintain is a weekend I can come see you. What in the, I'm over here trying to read these letters and I'm just shaking my head at what he's talking about. Hold you, feel you next to me, smile at me until I know you love me again. Love, Mike. P.S. My first children's mother told me that my mother told her that the parole board called her and she told them that I couldn't stay there. And if they let me out, I would probably run to New York anyway. At first, the nigga was mad, but fucking love Mike. Mike got issues. He need help. It's like, hold on, he really do need help. Yeah, y'all. I think I should have read the first book. I should have read the first book first, so then it'd be a lot easier to get through these letters. Cause I'm just over here trying to read through the letters, and I'm shaking my head like, what in the world is he even talking about? Um, now I'm on letter 6. Every chapter is letter 1, letter 6, letter with something. How am I? That's beautiful sunshine. I'm that same nigga you know, and I'm a pimp, your daddy. You still referring to yourself as daddy and still referring to yourself as a pimp, and you think she gonna forgive you? This nigga is crazy. It's funny you went all the way to left field with that boy, with the boy thing. To me, it's just basic conversation for me. Um, for a while until I get out. The motherfucker is paying for some game, which is what's supposed to be going on when I get out. I have at least 5, 6 G's and don't even have to leave the ATL right back in the club putting this real shit down with no mistakes this time. And yes, Tracy is doing good and holding 2 holds for me. Right to rebuild that foundation. My children are wild as hell. My little boy by her is now 2. Just had a birthday, February 22nd. Let's get to the question about the sexual aspect with us. If you remember, I used to love that sweet little pussy myself until my teacher explained to me that is tricking on your own product. Niggas was supposed to be turning her out. That's why she passing up money and shit. The pussy is meant to be so fucking you in the ass and in the mouth. I've kept it all in good practice. Like you don't remember the training sessions we used to put them hoes through until they threw up on a dick. Niggas used to come shake my hand and tell me how good that head was. So I did my job well. Then when my teachers told me that I really wasn't supposed to be fucking y'all at all, let y'all please each other and it would bring you all closer. Keep my dick out of the mix. Period, because that causes jealousy. The Michael Berry you know has already crossed many boundaries and set new ones for others to follow with my bottom bitch helping me blaze a trial. Appreciate the fact that your life has changed for the best and I will always love you because my wife showed me that with the right combination of game and conversation, there's nothing I can't do. And with the way I look now, when I hit the streets, game over. Why do you always say, I hope my words doesn't hurt you? I'm the realest nigga you'll ever know. I'm glad to see you growing, and I hope you understand that I am too. I know who I am, and what my abilities are, as well as how to use them. Just by sitting here, I can experiment on all kinds of levels. It's a beautiful thing. What do I want from you for you to still love your daddy for who and what he is? Take my hand in marriage when I get out because you are always meant to for you to always understand. That's the reason why what? That's the reason why I stopped fucking you because we used to make love. As I sucked that pussy your legs and tell me you used to tremble and shake, hitting that thing until you could collapse. Wet, sweet, bloody, it didn't matter. I had to snap myself out of that shit. Them hoes losing motivation because they felt like they could never be what you are to me. And that's from the beginning. Why the fuck do you think I put Venice on the dope? The bitch told me she saw the love in our eyes. So did Shamika, Tracy, and as a matter of fact, the only one that really thought they could replace you was Pumpkin. So I must ask you now, don't hate me for being real or even for who I am. I mean, who I was, am, and will always be. As a matter of fact, love me like you always love me, sunshine, and nobody could ever take your place in my heart. I can just imagine how beautiful my wife is. This guy is something else. So what's up? Let's keep it really real. Can you love me, marry a pimp? Who I am indeed, like you didn't know. Heart of a lion that's bigger than the elephant, keeping it all the way pimping who I am and what I represent. So please don't insult my intelligence. Love daddy. P.S. My challenge is to you is simple. Go all the way back in your mind when our love was tender, sweet, and kind. Just take a minute, sit back and rewind. You will always be my sunshine. Not try to understand things that happened were never planned. We both got caught up in living the life, but in the end, you were supposed to be my wife. This nigga is retarded. So you're still trying to you just putting yourself in more hot water. You over here trying to make her refer to you with daddy. That's number one. Then you over here talk about you want her to send pictures of her son to you. Then you still over here to referring to all these other women that you then affected and made their lives to live in hell. Then you over here talk about okay, you able to connect with your son who's 2 years old in letter six, and he just had a birthday, and you still referring. I mean, talking to your baby moms and stuff, but she barely even get those Well, I don't know. I guess she get this. Well, not. I don't know. I'm gonna take a break from reading these letters because the more I read these, I'm just shaking my head like, what is wrong with this guy? So I'm guessing that she's writing him back, and he's just responding to any letter she write him back. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna take a break because from letter one all the way to letter six, he irritating. But yeah, y'all, please get this book. I got the Falicia Blakely Letters from Her Pimp by Serenity Hall. I have when what God has ain't good enough by Falicia Blakely. And where the other ones at? I got Life After Life somewhere by Falicia Blakely, and then I got another one called Hitting a Lick. They probably in this damn box somewhere. I'm gonna get them eventually. But yeah. Y'all read those books. Just you could go to your local bookstore. You go on Amazon, type in Falicia Blakely. It's about 4 books, I believe. Please feel free to get them. I'm gonna try my best to get through these books because I was reading Life After Life. I might have to start over with that one. Because as I was reading, like I told y'all in the previous videos, I was reading out loud and I had to go back to the videos come to find out. Couldn't nobody hear me reading. So I pretty much deleted the videos that you can't hear my voice in, and I'm gonna have to just go back and read those books again. But I might come back later. Y'all feel free to give me your opinion about what I read so far. Y'all can also go back to the other videos I did of me reading books and give me your opinion on what I read so far. So the most we got so far is we got this the Falicia Blakely letters from her pimp. Or y'all could go back to me reading Solar Coaster by R. Kelly and y'all could give me your opinion on that book as well. I don't know if I left the video up of me sharing all the books I got in general, but I might have to do another one later on so y'all can know exactly what books I got. And if y'all want me to read a certain book, just let me know in the comment section. And whenever I get a chance, I'll come back on here and read it for y'all. Yeah, I must have put it back in the box because I don't see it. It's somewhere. I was gonna read Monster, but that book got a lot of words and stuff that I'm struggling trying to pronounce right. Last names of people and stuff. But anyway, I'll get back to y'all later. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, be notified, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.